Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be making Abacha Agworagwo. This is Enugu style Abacha, specifically Abachud. I already have a fried Abacha recipe on my channel. You should check that out. It is good as well. But this Abacha recipe, it's amazing. I hope you like it and you give it a try. Just sit back and enjoy the recipe. For the ingredients, we have our dried abacha here. Then in here I have crayfish. Then I have these tiny little shiny fishes. I don't know what they are called, but they are very cheap, and then you can find them where they sell crayfish, and they are very flavorful and delicious. It's amazing in your abacha. Then also I have my seasoning cubes, and then ehuru, that's local nutmeg or calabash nutmeg. I have ogiribo and ubin. The combination of these two is out of this world. Then I have my dried chili peppers. We'll be making our abacha with ukpaka as well. And then for the garnishing, I have onions, utazi leaves, and then fresh peppers. Then also have fresh palm oil and some salt. Then to just regular tap water, I'll be adding our abacha, and then we'll be soaking it for like 2 to 3 minutes just to soften it a bit, but not too soft. Some people soak with hot water as well, but you just have to be very careful with that so you don't end up with soggy abacha. We do not want that. So I'll just cover the abacha with the water properly, and then we'll set that aside. Then I'll go ahead now to add my ukpaka to a small pot. Then I'll add some water, stir that, cover, and I'll be steaming it on low heat just to freshen the ukpaka and make the flavor more amplified. Then we check back on our abacha, and it is softened now. We take it out of the water and then drain it. It does not have to be very soft. It will keep getting soft as it's draining. Our ukpaka is ready now, and then we'll take that out. We'll go ahead now to add our dry pepper to a dry pot. We are going to be toasting this now. You have to be very careful with this so you don't choke everybody in your house. We'll cover this pot tightly and then place it on the fire, and you don't open this while you are toasting. You just shake it around as it is still covered. Then I'll toast this some more. Once I feel that the pepper has toasted for a while it's still covered, I'll take the pot outside the kitchen and then open it up for the smoke to go out. Then to a clean dry pot as well, we'll be adding our crayfish and those shiny little fishes. Then we'll go ahead now to toast it just like we did with the pepper, but this time around we can leave the pot open. Toasting these fishes and crayfish will make it easy to blend or to pound, and it will also amplify the flavors. Same it does with the pepper. Toasting it will amplify it and give it this distinct flavor that is amazing in abacha. Then we'll keep toasting it. Just toast it for like 2 to 3 minutes and it is ready. You don't have to do much. So once it starts smoking like this, you know that it's ready. We'll turn off the heat, and then I'm going to blend it. I just want to blend it roughly, so I'll keep shaking it around so it does not blend smoothly. I don't want a smooth fish powder, so I'll just roughly blend it in my blender, and then this is what I'm aiming for. The next ingredient to be prepping is the ehuru and the ogbein, so I'll just add that on top of the gas and then turn it on. We'll roast it in open flames, and then once I start perceiving the ehuru aroma, I will blow off the heat, and then this is what we are aiming for. We don't want it burnt though. I'll add it to my mortar, and then I'll be pounding that. We are aiming for a very smooth consistency. I also added some of the fish and crayfish powder to it, and then I'll be pounding everything together. And once it has gotten smooth like this, I'll be adding our peppers that we toasted earlier. It has cooled off now, and then I'll add that and go ahead also to pound it. This pepper does not have to be very smooth. It will just disappear in the abacha as well, so you just have to pound. Next we'll go to making our abacha proper. So to a dry pot, I added some palm oil, and then I'll be adding the peppers, the ehuru and the ogbein that we pounded earlier. Then I'll also be adding my ogiribo, and then some of the fish and crayfish powder, and then we'll go ahead now to mix. And then once it is thoroughly combined, I added a little bit more of palm oil because I thought I needed it. So I'll stir everything in till it has come together like this. Then I'll be adding my Abacha. You can choose to add your Abacha separately to your abacha, but this is how my husband likes it. So I'll also be adding a little bit more of the fish and crayfish powder, mix everything in together as well. Next, to be seasoning with some salt and also some seasoning cubes as well. So we just add that and then we stir everything in till it is thoroughly combined. And once everything has come together, we'll go ahead now to add our abacha. It has drained out all the water, so we'll be adding that in batches. I just noticed that this pot is too small for this abacha, but we'll make that work. So I'll be adding it in batches and then we'll be mixing. We'll mix till everything is thoroughly combined, and you keep adding your abacha. So at the point of mixing this thing, this wooden spatula was no longer working, so I had to ditch it and then use my hand to ward this abacha. Abacha. So I'll go ahead now to mix everything together till it is thoroughly combined. Then I'll be adding some more extra pepper. This is just my leftover, like only leftover, I be my already prepped abacha spices that I have at home. It contains the pepper, ehuru and obeng. So I'll just mix everything together. I'll be adding some extra crayfish and fish powder because the abacha needs it. I tested it. So I'll mix everything together and our abacha is ready. Simple and straightforward. So I'll go ahead now to dish it into a plate. So I'll be enjoying it with my baby. And then I dished it out. Then I'll be adding some fishes as well, fried mackerel. That's what we'll be using to eat. Then I'll also be garnishing with my sliced utazi leaf, some onion rings, and then I also sprinkle some fresh scotch bonnet pepper. Then I also added some cucumber off camera. Then just look at this abacha. See how delicious it is looking. You have to give it a try because it is very simple to make. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and you will try it out and you will tag me. If you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? See you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.